Hello, and welcome to another episode of County Perspective, the show that focuses on Frederick County government, local programs and events, and the community that you live in. I'm your host, Brandon Rosa, and thank you for joining us. We are on the way towards the end of 2021. Now let's begin this episode with our top news stories. The county executive released her yearly State of the County video to review Frederick County's accomplishments over the past year. This year's video covers the community's health, our economy, education, and more. Here's a short clip of the State of the County.
Frederick County has an amazing story to tell. It's a story of hard work and determination. It's a story about people who care for each other and care about our community and our environment. It's a story of rich history, opportunity, and transformative change. Frederick County's story reflects accomplishment, strength, and celebration. Our story is a story of resilience. It's a story of partnership and working together. Resilience means that we are strong and willing to meet our challenges head-on. Resilience reflects our commitment to collaboration and working together to achieve our shared goals. Frederick County's resilience has been demonstrated by our people, our businesses, our nonprofit human service agencies, and our community funders to help our community recover, renew, and rise from the pandemic. Together, we focus on our bright future and all the things that make Frederick County a great place to live, work, raise a family, and call home. We are all in it together.
To view the full video, visit frederickcountymd.gov/FCG-TV. Frederick County Executive Jan Gardner unveiled a comprehensive program to address climate change and to make Frederick County more resilient and sustainable into the future. The long list of initiatives fall under one of four broad categories: climate and energy action plans, clean fleet and electric vehicle infrastructure, building energy and resiliency programs, and clean energy procurement.
We know we save green when we go green. This is an example of good government, and it's being good stewards of our land and our environmental resources. And it's really about securing a bright future for Frederick County. We really need to take action to address climate, and to do that now.
Frederick County's Office of Sustainability and Environmental Resources will utilize one-time funds to implement the initiatives to ensure the county meets its goal to reduce greenhouse gas emissions by 50% by 2030. To view the full list of initiatives, visit frederickcountymd.gov. 13 members of the Frederick County Division of Fire and Rescue Services received their Paramedic Certificate on November 29th. After a difficult 11 months of studying, working clinical rotations, and test taking, the new paramedics finally reached their graduation.
Well, 13 paramedics is the largest paramedic class we've had to date, and this is tremendous in allowing us to keep pace with increased call volume in our community. These 13 paramedics, when they're released to function independently, will allow us to answer the call for service quicker and cover a broader geographic area with our paramedic chase cars.
Congratulations to the 13 members of DFRS who received their paramedic certifications. Frederick County Parks and Recreation has activities, sports, and programs available for all ages. In 2019, Parks and Recreation created an adaptive sports and recreation group that allows individuals with disabilities to get in on the action. Now, individuals who are in the adaptive sports and recreation group can participate in the fun at the New Rock Creek School and at the Scott Key Center. Watch this video to find out more.
Parks and Rec saw a need for programming for this unique population, and so we started the dedicated department in 2019 and expanded our program offerings from there to what it is now. So our first program was Friday Night Rec. It's a social program for intellectually disabled adults, and that started in 2013. So we have a variety of programming, anything from school-age stuff with art and science to adapted sports. And then we also offer special events or special programming, so sensory-friendly visits with Santa or the Easter Bunny, and things that the family can come enjoy, like bingo nights.
So our program is an adaptive lacrosse program. It is for kids between 7 and 17 with physical and developmental disabilities. Right now we're doing lacrosse, so teaching them the basics of lacrosse, getting them out, being social with their own peers, getting their confidence up, and allowing them to have some sports in their life.
So all of our programs start with an introduction. The goal is obviously to build community and social skills in all of our program, regardless of what it is. After that, we'll give the participants a breakdown of what we're going to be doing. So we really sort of break those things down more than they might in a traditional program. We're really lucky to have two facilities. Rock Creek School houses the Rock Creek Rec Center, and that is specifically for therapeutic recreation. So all of the therapeutic recreation programs are either out of here or our other facility, Scott Key. A lot of these programs come about by either community telling me this is what we want, this is what we need, a volunteer or somebody seeking employment steps up and says, hey, I want to run this program, and then we talk about it and bring it into fruition.
So I created this program. I saw that there were a couple other counties, Carroll County, and there's a Baltimore, Parkville. They have an adaptive lacrosse program. And I saw a flyer one time and I was, we need this in Frederick. There's really not many options for kids getting them out and doing exercises and sports. So I approached Frederick County Parks and Rec and said, this is what we need in Frederick County. There's nothing else really for these kids with special needs, and just getting them out there, running around, exercising, making friends. Parks and Rec hopped on board, and we've been doing this for about 2 years now. I have no bounce balls, so especially being inside, they won't bounce all over the place. I have some sticks that are short. If I have someone in a wheelchair, I have a little mini stick.
Our programs are run a variety of ways. So some of them are run with part-time staff. Some of them are run purely by volunteers who donate their time to really enrich the lives of their community members. They are offered throughout various times in the day, the week. We try to accommodate a variety of schedules and therefore a variety of ability levels. So it might be physical disabilities, intellectual disabilities, or developmental disabilities like autism and ADHD. We really try to make sure we have programming for every interest, whether it's arts and crafts, sports, music. We really try to run the gamut and make sure everybody can find something they enjoy. So for more information, you can call or hop on over to our website and register there.
It's time to take a quick break, but don't change the channel though, because we have more coming up on County Perspective. Welcome back to County Perspective. I'm your host, Brandon Rosa. In just a bit, we'll learn about the Frederick County Family Partnership. But before we do that, let's see who our Pet of the Week is.
To say Mudkip was shy when she first arrived at the shelter would be a bit of an understatement. But with a little bit of time and a lot of love, the one-year-old cat has blossomed. Mudkip is now at the front of her cage asking for attention and showing the world her silly side. She loves scratching on her scratcher, playing, and taking cat naps in her cozy bed. She enjoys affection but does take a bit of time to warm up to new people. She would do best in a quiet home with cat-savvy and patient owners who will allow her to once again blossom slowly in a new environment. To learn more about Mudkip and our adoption process, call Frederick County Animal Control and Pet Adoption Center at 301-600-1546.
The Frederick County Family Partnership is one of 27 family support centers in the Maryland Family Network. Their biggest goal is to empower families, parents, and non-parenting youth with education, career, and child development. Let's hear what the Family Partnership is about, who goes there, and why it is important for the community.
Family Partnership is one of 27 family support centers within the Maryland Family Network, and we're also an agency with the Citizen Services Division of Frederick County. One of our biggest goals is just to empower families, parents, and non-parenting youth with their goals of education and career and child development. I work with 2 and 3-year-olds in the child development area. We serve children 6 weeks old through age 3. My job is to help the children become ready for school. The most important job we have here at Family Partnership with the children is to make sure they feel safe and loved. Because we know that if children have a strong social and emotional foundation in life, it sets the stage for all other learning in life and all other success. We teach social skills, so rather than a child going to kindergarten and using their body to get their needs met, they're able, because of the work we do with them and the education we give the parents, we're teaching the children how to say how they feel, how to tell someone that they need help, how to get their needs met with words rather than using our bodies to get our needs met.
Well, we serve parents that have children birth through age 3 and youth 16 to 24 years old. We have programs for GED, ESL, parent education, job readiness, peer support and involvement, home visiting. We provide transportation within a limited area, childcare, including school readiness, early literacy activities, career development. So we do a lot. We do a lot here, and whatever we can't provide here, we provide referrals to a lot of our community collaborators. The future success of Frederick County families depends on our ability to foster the health and well-being of our children today. At Family Partnership, we know how to create solid foundations for children, youth, and families. We take what we know from science and research, combine it with protective factors and our core service areas, and create prevention programs that support our families.
So I'm Srinidhi. I moved from India to the US in 2015 after I got married. I have 2 kids. My son is 4 years old, and he was a participant here at Family Partnership. He was in the tweens classroom when I think we joined here when he was 2.5. He had a blast. He loved coming here. Then he moved to the toddlers classroom and he loved it there too. The teachers are very nice, very supportive. I wanted them to have like a classroom experience before sending them to school, and more of social, to make them learn social skills, communication skills, and to play with other kids of their same age. I use the computer lab a lot. I focus on my career. Like I have my master's in business administration. I try to update my resumes and pick up some new skills that I can use after I send my kids to school.
A friend told me she's in this program, and that is a good place to begin to study a new language, because they give orientations, they give education for babies, transportation, various programs to adults.
So Family Partnership is important to the community because we're really helping the people that are coming in here excel with their education and keeping them kind of out of some of the challenges that they're facing or problematic environments that they're in, and really giving them a chance to just focus on their educational and career goals.
When COVID came, I got really stressed out easily, and I almost ended up hospital a couple different times, so coming here made it a lot less stressful. Plus, I'm still getting my education, which I really want because I want to go to college. People here are very kind, and they're also very supportive. And not having supportive people in my life is kind of hard, so them helping me with my education and stuff is also very nice to have.
I heard about Family Partnership from my parents. We were looking into, because I was homeschooled, we were looking into a way to get a high school degree, and we found that Family Partnership had GED courses. I graduated in March this year, and I've been coming here to, hang out and do other stuff for my future. My current goals are to get a job, so they've been helping me to make applications and set up interviews, and also getting a scholarship for college. They're really helpful. You do things at your own pace. They will help you through whatever struggle you have, and I'm sure you'll have at least a little bit of fun if you come to Family Partnership.
The holiday season is upon us, and Frederick County has a variety of activities for you and the family to keep you active. Now check out some of the great programs that the county departments are offering. If you would like to find out more about virtual events and programs and activities that are going on in the county, just visit the county's webpage, frederickcountymd.gov. At the end of our show, we like to mention a few recent events, along with things our viewers should keep an eye out for in the upcoming weeks. Community members gathered at the Thurmont Library at the end of November for the ribbon-cutting ceremony for the Thurmont Library Nature Trail. This trail has been in development since 2018, and years later, after planning and collaborating with community partners, this trail is now open for visitors. The completion of the trail even had help from 5 local students who helped plant adjacent gardens and clear out dead branches and invasive species around the trail. This trail connects the Thurmont Regional Library outside deck, the surrounding forested area, and the trolley trail system.
Today is certainly an exciting day, and it's an exciting day because we're celebrating success. We're celebrating the success of completing the Thurmont Library Loop and Nature Trail. We're celebrating success in the fact that it's easier for residents to walk to the library. We're celebrating success in all of the community collaboration that has taken place to make this trail system a success. And we're especially celebrating the success of a group of hardworking students.
If you would like to come see the trail for yourself, you can find it at 76 East Moser Road, Thurmont, Maryland, 21788. The holiday season is coming around the corner, and that means presents, food, family, Christmas lights, and candles. But make sure not to let those candles get too close to anything flammable, or your holiday season can be a disaster. Watch this video to find out tips about how to keep you and your family safe this holiday season.
If you use a real tree or an artificial tree for any matter, never leave them near a fireplace, a burning fireplace, or a space heater. Never put candles on a tree. If you have a real tree, make sure you keep it watered at all times. Never leave it up for an extended period of time. Again, when the needles start to fall off, you know it's time to take it down. As we all know, we go into the holiday season with scented candles. We must be careful. Never leave a candle burning and leave the house. Keep them out of the reach of children. Keep them out of the reach of pets. And what I mean by that, sometimes when you put them on a coffee table or a regular table, an animal can jump up on the table. Their tails could brush the candles, knock them over, could cause a fire. But never leave them unattended. Always keep them lit for just an extended period of time, I would suggest, but always make sure that you blow them out. Nowadays, they make flameless candles. They look like real candles. There are some scented flameless candles. They're battery operated, but they look like the real thing. If you're going to put them on the fireplace, that's fine, because we all know Santa comes down the chimney and he'll turn around and fill the stockings. But let's not leave them up when you have a burning fireplace. Make sure they're UL tested, make sure they're UL approved. Be very cautious with them. When one burns out, replace the bulb or just buy a whole new string. If you have lights that are, say, 5 to 10 years old, I would suggest buying a whole new string of lights. If they're old lights, they start to flicker, they could burn out and they could start a fire. You don't want to keep an old extension cord around. If you're going to use an extension cord, make sure it's a new one and UL approved, and make sure that you do not overload them. And don't leave them out in a walking area because people can trip over them and hurt themselves. Keep them away from curtains, your furniture, 3 to 4 feet away from curtains, furniture, anything flammable that might catch fire. Don't let children around them to play. We certainly don't want children to get burnt. If you have a fireplace or a wood stove that you burn regularly, make sure you clean the ashes out safely. Do not put your ashes in a plastic bucket, put them in a metal bucket. Take them outside the house. Please do not set them up against the house. Take that bucket and set it 3 to 4 feet outside from the house. The ashes can get hot and will set the structure on fire. Make sure you have working smoke alarms in your house. That's very, very important. If you have a 9-volt battery smoke alarm in your house that's 10 years of age or older, please replace the whole alarm itself with a 10-year lithium sealed-in battery smoke alarm. And it's the newest thing out there, and Maryland law now requires that. During this holiday season, I just want to say I hope everybody will use their safety measures, think about what they're doing, and just have a happy and safe holiday season.
Well, that's it for this episode of County Perspective. But don't forget to follow Frederick County on social media in order to keep up to date on important news and events. We'll see you next time for a fresh look from a county perspective.